being the first. Hello, Kaplan. Just gonna get up and start walking. It is a very beautiful day here, indeed. Bonita. Really gorgeous. I couldn't just let this Sunday pass without going for a walk. Throw my bag on over my shoulder. Just gonna head on over to Danforth. Yeah, I saw, he was live earlier. I think he's still live. If I make my way downtown, I actually have the camera on me for, actually no, that's for Vasily once the camera, Vasily was live earlier. Just getting my names confused. Hey Jess. Jasmine. I hope you're doing well. Let me know if the audio, video, all that is looking good. Really, really beautiful out today. Hey, Modano. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing well. Hello, Sebastian. I don't know why it always looks kind of like crooked on my phone. It's like there's something weird with the gimbal. Maybe it's just me. It's a doggy. Should go through Spooky Laneway. Patio setup. You're gonna hear my feet crunching in the leaves. It's usually what happens in the fall. I think it was Johnny that was saying he doesn't like the word autumn. He hates when people say autumn. I think we're coming out to Donlands Avenue. I'm going to pivot to the Danforth. I can say sketchy laneways are my kind of vibe. Oh, that's smart. So you can actually see the chain and don't run your car through it. Yeah, it smells like cinnamon. There's some sort of, I guess we're behind a bakery. There's some cool wall art there. J Block's finest. Oh, dog. didn't realize they're tearing up the road here. It's kind of nuts. So I'm gonna head towards Riverdale Park. I wonder if it being quite breezy, if we'll get lucky and catch any paragliders. Passing by the Only Cafe. It's kind of a cafe bar hybrid place. They actually own 3 storefronts and just kind of knocked down walls and connected them. And they have a hostel above, very affordable one. But you have to show ID upon check-in to prove that you don't live in and around Toronto, because they actually want to make the city accessible for people who actually want to come and visit, because hotels here are like ridiculously pricey. Ridiculously. Halloween loot bags. Oh, it's a costume sale. Hello, Yoshi Bros says, I was here on Friday. I'm not walking around Danforth, but was riding the subway to Maine. Yeah, I was wondering what you were doing in the East End when you went and sniped Johnny. The Secret Planet's a really cool place to see some local arts and crafts. Oh wow, there's a lineup for Kawartha ice cream. Oh no, maybe it's just people standing there and eating. Might not be a lineup. This is the lineup out the door. It's quite busy in there actually. Creepy monkey. It kind of gives me vibes of Pacific Mall. Back in the day, there was like a small dry cleaning business that was there, and they had a doll that just sat by the entrance, and they'd bring it food and just leave it in front of it. And then somebody told me that it was actually their child passed away. Very sad. So that's sort of their way of, I guess, grieving that. Of course, people would make up bizarre stories about the whole thing. It's a bit windy, so hopefully the wind isn't too bothersome for the microphone on the camera. Modena says that display reminded me of the IKEA monkey Darwin. Yeah. I actually used to do drawings, sold them on t-shirts, It was Zazzle, and I put up a few of my designs I did. One of them was the IKEA monkey, and I think that one sold quite a few t-shirts. I think I sold about 80 or 90 of them. It was a long time ago though. I haven't seen them in the wild ever. Skywalking, welcome. We're just at Danforth and Woody Crest. There's Ajisai. Hello, Rory D. Haven't seen you in a bit. Oh right, this has no sidewalk. I'm gonna have to go. I don't know if they let you cross here. Just cross back there, maybe. No. All right, back we go. We get to look at the Wingstop. Cabbagetown has a cute little Halloween display. Yeah, the weather's very nice today. Just the current status of the construction on the Ontario line, Pave Station. I walked by here at night before and they seem to be working 24/7. Which kind of sucks for the residents that live nearby. They have to hear all that and have the lights be on all night. Kind of all poor planning, really. Of dogs here. Someone was waving hi, but of course they turned the camera down so they didn't get on YouTube. My bad. I just think when I'm in crowded areas, I just sort of put it away or put it down. Now now we are stuck behind a barricade.
It's very good.
Maybe next weekend.
Yeah, it is unusual how warm it is. Well, it's more unusual how it got cold and then suddenly got kind of warm again. I think they call it Indian summer, something like that. Just that might be not a great term. I feel like there was a movie called that too one time. Thank you, Skywalking. Thanks for the little reminder. And yeah, if you haven't yet, please go send Yoshi Bros a sub. There's a weird interruption there. Here's a shot of the church. Pumpkins. I did a little pre-recording of a video. It's gonna go up tomorrow or Tuesday. A bit about some of my channel plans and about a short film that's screening soon that you guys might like to check out. Hello, Chatty Cathy. I hope you're doing well. Not the weather for Ugg boots, I'd say. Oh, I forgot there's still a smoked poutiner there. I feel like most of them are been gone. Might take a small break at the lights for a second, just sort of clear out from the crowd a bit, so you don't have the same shot of this man that's walking at the same pace and speed as me. Oh, nice, he's crossing. Nope. All right. We gonna pause or just stop here for a second? All right. Okay. I actually really liked Johnny's live yesterday where he got into an Uber still doing his live, and it made me realize that we sort of set our own boundaries on what we do on these walks. Because in my head I'm thinking like, oh my god, like, who would do that? But why not? was always like, no, it just has to be strict walks. But no, I do whatever you want, really. So I think I might do a live stream someday from one end of the Queen streetcar line, I think at Roncesvalles? No, Neville Park. And then ride that all the way to Long Branch. But I'd have to figure out a time where the streetcar doesn't get too crowded. Probably have to be on a weekday. I'm gonna have to book a day off work. Here's Athens Bakery. They have really delicious honey balls. Every time I go there, they correct me on the name, and I can't remember the name because it's a Greek name. But they know what I mean when I say I want honey balls. They're really, really good though. Holy cow. Hello, Mr. Slim Jean.
Dallas games win. Because they're like, you know.
Nothing basically.
So my plan is to head to Riverdale Park. Probably stop there for a little bit to see some of the sunset, enjoy the city skyline. And I brought a drink with me. Smart this time. And I'll go through the eastern Chinatown and then probably go into downtown a bit. And then not too sure if I'll end it there, if I'll keep going, depends on my energy levels. Still trying to see if I can get my 20K steps in. It's actually giving my legs nice definition, and I have very skinny toothpick legs, so looking at them the other day, I'm like, oh wow, dude, this walking is doing wonders. I hate doing squats at the gym, so walking it is. There's CB's. Really good Greek food. Pretty decently priced too. It's always busy there. Oh, thanks for that, Mr. Sanjeev. I appreciate that. Yeah, every time I do one of these lives, I get a little boost in subs, which is really nice. It's very rewarding. They're stacked. Every time I walk by here, I say, oh yeah, I keep meaning to go here. And I forget about it 10 minutes later and never think to go back. Oh, Lucifer. So this closed back in April or May. And I was told by the waitress, I'm gonna give a wide angle shot of that so you can see the sign. So it's funny, it's like people say Louis Cypher, but they just said Lucifer. I was told that it was going to become an Indian Bollywood cafe or restaurant type thing. And I think that sounds really cool, but it looks like that might have not worked out because there's nothing going on in there. It's too bad. It's always unfortunate to see a business that just has nothing. I mean, it looks like they're doing some work. You can't really see. You just see me. But you're not going to see. It's like too dusty. Mr. Sanjeev, I think we're fine on moderators for now. I think I added way too many at one point and had to clear a couple of them out. But happy to add you if we need some more further down. As the channel's growing, I probably could use a few more. I don't mind adding people who are regular and who are nice in the chat to do that, or if they're also on the other Toronto Walktuber chats. Ooh, this is the Scribe. Really cool bookstore. I did a video in there a couple of weeks back. Oh, hello, Magically Ever Melody. Hope your Sunday is going well. Variety. This caught my attention. I have things to sell, but first I have to convince you they're cool. There's a QR code. Greektown Wrestling. Look at that. Danny Dogwalker. I think there was someone I was chatting to recently was telling me that they're a dog walker in the area. I can't remember if his name was Danny. Maybe that was him. There's like a lot of birds in that tree for this. I hear this squawking. For a second, I thought it was a monkey attached to his chest. Oh, the Alt Spot Pub for oysters. Fresh shucked oysters. It's so dark in these places. I'm gonna see this. This place is closed down, but it's got. Its car alarm went off. Thought maybe they filmed that there. No, what's going on? It's the white Honda. Oh gosh, what's going on here? Is that Doug Ford? I'm not sure who that's supposed to be, but I feel like that's Doug Ford. This is one of the spookiest Halloween displays I've seen. Oh, I'm losing my mind. Oh. Oh, the troll, yeah, I briefly caught that message. I wasn't really looking at the screen, but thanks for taking care of that, guys. Mr. Sanjeev, I probably will do something for New Year's. It's a hard thought at the moment because it's a couple months from now. Right now I'm doing the Halloween live stream in Toronto here. I have a little video going up tomorrow about that, and a short film that's screening, which I think will be really cool. I think you guys will like that. I don't know. Let's have a look at this. The area in white will be retained. The red will be demolished and partially transformed into new affordable homes to help seniors age in place. I think that's a good idea. So I guess they're getting rid of all that. But they're keeping that tower thing up there. So I'm gonna kind of look around this a bit. So they're gonna be tearing down this part like that, but they're leaving that tower. It'd be really cool to somehow get inside there and look around before they actually tear it all down. I'm Mr. Sanjeev. I'm not really scheduling them. I'm just kind of doing them on a whim. But typically the live streams will usually be in the evening. So yeah, they're tearing this all down. Highly Oswald, yeah, I think it's an old church. It sort of looks like it has been kind of taken care of, but I think it is good that they're doing something like they're putting like seniors homes. Oh, there's a wall art over there. Let's have a look. Thank you, magically ever, Melanie. Yeah, I guess that's what I gotta say. This is cool too. It's kind of elf creature with 4 eyes. Oh, is it gonna be wild, like warm, or is it gonna be rainy? I actually haven't looked at the long range forecast. This is really cool. I like this one. Although I really like the colors of this one. The purple and the blue, they really blend together well. And the pink. Actually, her eyes are really well done. It's too unfortunate that you can only see it if you like come back here. Like I wouldn't even thought to come back here. I almost didn't notice this if I wasn't looking at the church. Yeah. I don't know if people need to like blast music. Oh good, the batteries died. Wow, it's in the 20s tomorrow, so what you're saying is I can break out my shorts again. I wonder if the swimming pools are gonna open back up. I didn't get to swim all summer because I have a foot injury, and now that like that's all healed up, I kind of want to go swimming. I kind of want to just go inside water. Drops down on Thursday. Boo. Ah, well. Some cute Halloween themed pottery there. She didn't stop to look at it. Yeah, there's a Krispy Kreme over there. Maybe that's what I'll do for my birthday. Not a birthday cake, just get a box of Krispy Kreme donuts for myself. Bulk Barn has reusable containers. Oh cool, it's a really cool looking butcher shop here, the meat department. So we're at Z80. A lot of cool arcade machines. Good memory in there. Nice place. Hope to go back again someday, maybe. Maybe not. Yeah, Melanie, my favorite cake is strawberry shortcake, but it's hard to find a good one. Costco does a decent one. People are lining up for a concert.
I know, I should have been like,
Oh.
as long as you guys are signed in, you gotta go tell them your name on the list up front. They'll give you a stamp. Will you please tell us?
Actually, I should have asked what the concert is.
Sadie said when she dog sit for her, the chick was not.
One of these days I need someone that's a little bit more outgoing to go on one of these walks with me to ask questions like that. Or I guess the better thing would be to like just force myself to do these things. Yeah, Rory, I think that's what was going in my head. It's like, just keep looking straight forward. Just keep going. Just keep going. You're kind of a hot target when you're holding onto a gimbal. Suiko's an American rapper. Is that who's performing there, Modano?
¿Qué tanto le habla?
Melanie says, never heard of them. And me neither. Modano says, yeah, he's performing there tonight. Yeah, I don't know who that is. I'm going to pause for a sec. There we go. I was talking to Henry when we were out that night, and I'm like, do you also like not like it when you're live streaming and people are just like right behind you? Yeah, Modena, why aren't you in that lineup? Modena says the last time I recognized a name performing there was when Jeff Goldblum did a jazz concert there. When was that? I feel like I totally go to that. I mean, I don't know how good he is at jazz, but I watch anything Jeff Goldblum does. Yeah, I'm curious what instrument he actually plays if he's part of a jazz concert. Last year, it kind of rings a bell.
What happens is the batteries.
Cute dog. We're almost at Riverdale Park. There's a streetcar, or no, sorry, yeah, a streetcar coming. There's a mixing of streetcar and subway. Oh, Modano's saying Jeff Goldblum plays the piano. That's wild. I guess he's pretty good at it then. Hubbard House. He was the chairman of the TTC. Stands immediately north of the house owned by his father. So I guess it's called the Hubbard House. So his dad owned that house, and he owned that one. I don't know. What are your thoughts on living right next door to your parents? Personally, I think I'd be driven mad. Hello, Gigi NYC. Yeah, we're not even at the prettiest part yet. Yeah, they're really gorgeous houses. You have some nice orange and red leaves finally falling off the trees. It took a while for this to happen here in Toronto because it's quite warm in September. And my friends further up north already had their leaves changing by the middle of the month. Everything down here was still green. So I'm hoping we can find a bench to chill out for a bit. Hello, Chris Smith. Welcome. So we can chill out. I brought my little tripod stand for my gimbal. Taking a bit of the sunset, and I can have a bit of a drink. But sometimes that's not possible because this place is usually packed. And I believe on an evening like tonight, with it being so nice out, it's going to be slammed. You do get kind of a view from this bench, but it's not as great. So as much as I'd settle for that one, we'll keep going. People playing tennis or pickleball? I guess it's just standard tennis. I don't hear the big thunking sound from the pickleball rackets. Boy, I can really smell the fall leaves now. The distinct scent of autumn. I feel like I had a Bath and Body Works candle that was pretty close to that smell, but not quite. I don't smell it anymore now. Yeah, it's looking pretty busy here. Wow. It's really busy here. Twice as busy as I expected. Wow. Sit on the sidewalk. Oh, I thought it was a good idea, and then people started standing in front of me. I wish I could be able to sit down. Yeah, look how busy it is, like, over there. That's crazy.
Maybe, honestly, maybe the way they go.
Gentle breeze, I am in Moss Park, don't you know? This is it. actually thought they'd sit down by now, but they're still standing. I'm gonna have to get up and move. Hello, Canadian Vasily. I now have your camera on me. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go move. These people are not moving at all. Yeah, that's okay, Vasily. I'll keep it on me. If I see Henry or someone else this week, I can pass it to them if you're more likely to bump into them. Try the wide angle. So random trivia, Johnny was saying these green poles that are sticking out. Oh, I look so choppy on my screen right now. Hopefully the video isn't as choppy. But they vent gas out because this used to be a landfill. I did not know that. Hello, transit in Ottawa. Move down a bit more. There's so many people here. It's actually the most crowded I've seen it all summer. And it's not even the summer anymore.
Is this the one that
Fiona! Right next to it? Yes.
Elisi, дай за телефона за ръчичка.
We didn't look beside the bike.
Ние да не се втъкурнеш на долу.
Dog. going down a bit more. The sun's almost gone.
When I brought catch myself.
I know it's gonna get just stuck there. Yeah, the sun is almost gone. Yeah, there's one food truck here. Usually there's an ice cream truck here, but it's just a food truck. But I guess they got a permit to be there. I heard it's complicated. That's why we don't have a lot of food trucks, because they need permits for specific areas. And there's like weird rules, like they have to not be close to restaurants and whatnot. Oh, hello, We Go Places. Christine, I've seen your videos before. I think I watched one the other day. You were walking down towards the falls. I think you were showing the Battle of Lundy Lane, I believe it was called, something like that. And the sun is pretty much gone now. It's not really. There we go. I don't know why it's so choppy. Hello, Duncan McDonald, and you are quite welcome for the walk in sunset. Chatty Cathy says, I heard they have specific spots and no one can park in each other's spots. Yeah, I've heard that too. I've heard there's just a lot of weird rules that make it hard for food trucks to exist in the city. To protect businesses and whatnot, existing ones. It's unfortunate. Is Riverdale Park East. So in the middle there, obviously the cars going, that's the Don Valley Parkway running there. And on the other side is Riverdale Park West. There is a bridge you can walk over to connect to Cabbagetown. Thinking of taking that, but I think I'll just go down to Chinatown and then probably walk east along either Dundas or Girard. Sorry, walk west rather. I'm gonna meander on downtown. I was hoping to pit stop and have some of my ginger ale, but there's nowhere to sit. It's a cute doggy. Fluffy. Yeah, even here the colors, I feel like the phone isn't really capturing them as well. Gigi was saying views like a painting, so beautiful, especially with the sunset. And I agree. I think I've sat on this bench before and watched it. Maybe this bench. Crowds are kind of thinned out a bit here now. But I mean, your view is kind of obstructed by all these trees. Oh, it's too bad so many graffitied all over this. I actually really love reading these plaques and seeing the photos, but this doesn't help. You see there's some like old-timey tobogganers. 1912. I have tobogganed down this hill before as a kid. I hated it. The tobogganing part was fun, but trying to drag it back up the hill was just so large. Pigeon Impressionist says, if restaurants can be near other restaurants, why can't food trucks be near restaurants? You make a very solid point. Again, these weird rules are so... they're very arbitrary. These weird bylaws. Although, and I'm kind of speaking out of my ass here, but do BIAs, business administrative areas, do they get to choose? Like if a business makes a proposal to move in, do they have to decide on that? Somebody was telling me that Church and Wellesley Village, they have to make decisions on that. Like not just any business can move in. But I don't know if that's true because there's a lot of businesses that don't really fit the gay village that are there now, so who knows? Another food truck. Actually, the prices here are pretty good. It's not bad. I'm kind of hungry. Oh, there's the Dr. Sun Yat-sen statue. In the mornings when I would take the streetcar down going to school, I'd always see a lot of people doing Tai Chi out there. Like these two people that are doing their own tantric thing going on there. Oh, we go places. Christine's eating barbecue ribs. I would love some good barbecue ribs. We went to Fran's restaurant last week. They were doing a special on barbecue ribs, but me nor my friend wanted to try it because it's Fran's and sort of have to temper your expectations. Well, this one doesn't have graffiti on it at least. Although that seems cool. There's a life drawing thing going on here. I guess I missed it. It's today, 12 to 3. It'd be kind of fun to go do that. St. Matthew's Lawn Bowling Clubhouse. I'm not really sure where they would do lawn bowling around here. It's pretty hilly. Doggy dog.
You must like just have a lot of Metamucil just like constantly drinking.
So there's Bridgepoint Hospital. I think it's mostly hospice care in there. I think it's usually end of life kind of stuff. Because whenever I had a relative or friend of a friend, family member been in there, it's usually during their final stages of life, unfortunately. I don't know what this is. So there's the old Don Jail. I have always wanted to go do a tour of it, but the only time they ever open it up for tours is usually during Doors Open, which is a weekend event that happens once a year, and there's lineups. Crazy lineups just to get in. But I think they use part of it now, or most of it, for like part of the hospital, so I don't even know what you get out of a tour inside of there. Probably walk along Gerard here just so we can get another look at this, the Don Jail. Actually a bench down there. I could probably stop for a second. Let's go down there and stop for a second. Plug in the camera to have a drink while you all get a really nice view of the Don Jail. I didn't even know you can actually come down here. There's a bus right there. There's another bus creeping up behind it. Emily's house. Apparently, that's where Emily lives. This is her house. Actually, I have no idea what that is. Is there some sort of community house or something? Their little pumpkins and Halloween decorations. It's cute. Pigeon Impressionist is saying, I took a tour of Eastern State Penitentiary in Philadelphia. It's supposed to be haunted, but I didn't see any ghosts. I did a tour of that too. I love that place. Like where they had like Al Capone's cell kind of set up. Really dilapidated looking building, but really cool. Definitely one of my favorite tours. Well, I hope we get a good view of the Don Jail, but now there's a giant bus blocking. Maybe the far bench will still give us a view. Oh no, I think we're fine. We are Gouda. We can go sit. Ah, look at the sunset. Such beautiful colors in the sky. Y'all gonna have to let me know if you see a ghost or a shadow. Walk by the window. Oh, I guess there's like bird poop all over this bench. This one looks a bit cleaner. Yeah. This is so cool. Like, if I didn't have this walking channel and I wasn't doing this, I probably never would have walked down here. It's gonna have my... I know it's not quite Christmas yet, but they're selling these and Sip really liked them, so he bought a bunch, and I think that's the last can. So it's symbolic to make a drink. Attach the tripod thingy on this. It's hard to do this. There we go. Nope, that's the wrong one. The Don Jail. So if y'all see a ghost, let me know. We won't be here for too long though. Just gonna drink my drink. I want to go look at that sign that's right there. You can kind of see it looks like a map or something. I'm going to go look at that after I finish. So we go places. Christine, if you're still in the chat, are there any famously haunted places around Niagara? I think they were doing the fort, or they're always talking about doing or there's haunted tours of one of the forts, I think, by Niagara on the lake. There's Bridge Point. There, and there's it's weird, they don't really show on the camera too well. I guess you can see a plane there, another one way in the distance right there. Ah, yeah, Christine. I'd love to go to Niagara on the Lake and spend a weekend there and just do like ghost tours. I really like that stuff. Never seen a ghost myself. Not totally convinced they exist, but I do believe that when people say they've seen something, I believe them. I've always kind of had a fascination in all that stuff. Modern Museum in Philadelphia. I've never heard of that. I'm trying to think what other... My absolute favorite ghost tour, I tell everyone, is the one that I did in Edinburgh. There's two big ones there. Oh, looks kind of nice with the foliage behind me. There's two big ones there, Mary King's Close, in the underground Edinburgh vault. And so I've done the Edinburgh vault twice. Mercat Tours, I think, is the name of the company that does it. And they allow you to, or whatever reason, the second time I did it, they allowed me to stay inside that vault area for 20 minutes. Because there was only like 8 of us doing it that night, so I guess they sort of scheduled it that way. And stayed for 20 minutes, didn't see any ghosts, but definitely felt really, really creepy. Didn't sleep well that night because every little knocking noise in my old hotel room would just like put me on edge. It's a fun time, and I am hoping to go back there again, hopefully next year. Go to another wide angle of the Don Jail. Fort George, yes, Christine, yeah, you're right, I forgot about that. I think one of the paranormal investigation shows did an episode there. I think it might have been Ghost Adventures, like, only Canadian episode, because Zach Baggins hates to fly now, so he never leaves the Las Vegas area. All right, I was gonna plug in the charger. Oh, so Vasily, if you're still here, here's the camera. It's tiny enough so I can keep it in my bag until I bump into you again. But could pass it off to Henry or Yahya if I see Yahya again. If there's somebody that you would be more likely to bump into than me, just let me know. No, it's doing that thing again where I have to keep plugging the cord in and out to make it like charge properly. So stand by, guys. Sorry, it's just gonna... Okay, we're good. Yeah, I usually have to plug the battery pack cord in 2 or 3 times before it actually starts charging. It doesn't give me a "this accessory is too powerful" error. So I am working on a little video I was hoping that would be ready in time for Halloween, but it won't be, unfortunately, about a couple of haunted places in Toronto for the channel. And one of them is actually quite interesting. I don't want to spoil it. But I have a friend of mine, actually my ex, who just launched a book. Hopefully talk a bit about his book and whatnot. Just gonna see if he wanted to help me write some of that. He wrote a book on the paranormal. It's crazy when you're sitting like near the valley and you can hear, it almost sounds like water or rivers running, but it's just the cars. Fortunately, I have not seen a ghost yet. Nothing spooky. And it's really beautiful sunset, Christine. We're gonna head on out here in another minute and cross the bridge. It should give you guys a nice view of the Don Valley. Almost finished my beverage. They're really promoting the Matlock series, the one with Kathy Bates. Although I think I was reading, or maybe I misread it, that she's only going to do 1 or 2 seasons of it, and that she's just quitting. It's her swan song. Pigeon says, I lived in a house in Rhode Island that had what could be described as paranormal activity on a regular basis. I still have nightmares from it. That's really cool. I'd love to hear about that someday. I kind of like hearing the stories that people have had. I thought I saw something moving at the top there, like right there, but I think it's just the side of my eyes, probably nothing. I think my brain is just actively trying to notice something that's not actually there. Although, damn this bus for parking right in front. I did want to go check that plaque and that map, but now the TTC bus drivers, they're having a smoke. So I guess I might have to wait for another day. But we're gonna head out of here in a second. Just gonna take the tripod base off. The far left building, Christmas thing. You wonder what, you mean this new one? No, that's a hospital. It's a hospice care hospital. Bridgepoint. All right, folks, we are good to go now. One last look. Don Jill, I'm gonna switch it back to 1x in a second because I know wide angle kind of makes some of you guys a little bit nauseous. So, boop. We're back. Yoshi Bros, I was just at Riverdale Park. We watched the sunset there. There's a really nice red color on these trees. And this man that sounded like he was dying. Another really cool place to sit. Sorry to brain fog there for a second. I was like, wait, that's not Toronto. I was gonna say the Citadel, but that's in Halifax. So another cool place to sit and watch sunset is the Halifax Citadel, if you're ever there. Hopefully I'll get there someday soon and be able to do a couple of fun walks. beautiful colors of the sky. Oh, you have to cross here. The sidewalk's all closed. So you'll have to get the view, north view, now. And then get a southern view when we cross. It smells kind of dank here. It's kind of gross. Yoshi Bros, since I'm starting a series on Yoshi walks on the entire TTC subway stations, but Kipling and Islington will be a tough challenge to do. Ah, so you mean you're going to do walks in between each of the stations? That's kind of a cool idea, actually, especially for tourists that are coming to the city, and then they could look at the stations that they're going to be staying near to kind of figure out what's around there. Before I moved back to the East End, it was actually one of Johnny's walks I was looking at, just to sort of get the vibe of the Danforth, because I hadn't been out in the East End in a while. It's actually very helpful. Unfortunately, on the north side, there's all that construction going on there. There's like cranes down there. Look at that. Gimbal moves a little bit too quick sometimes. Nope. What are you doing? There we go. Quite impressed by the camera on the iPhone 16 because this is a lot darker to my eyes. Like I could almost barely make out the giant bird. But on my phone I can see it. Yeah, he's lazy. He doesn't want to. Yeah, that's why he's walking very slowly. I think you're right, Christine. I think it is a heron. That sounds familiar. Good evening, Brad Palmer, and welcome. And hello, Marie Palmer. Thank you for joining. Just gonna see if we can... We have a lot of familiar names in the chat tonight. It's a really good evening stroll. Not sure what all the construction is for. Seems to be quite a lot of it on the bridge, but only on one side. I'm trying to think of like the best way to get towards Yonge Street. I feel like staying on Gerrard, it gets kind of sketchy. Dundas would probably be a little bit better. Or I could just live stream myself hopping onto a streetcar. And it's actually crazy how bright the phone camera is for low light. I've kind of noticed that with like Ken and Johnny streams when they're out in the early evening and the sun's setting. It looks so much brighter on my TV, and then I look out my window and I'm like, wait, it's not that bright. But I realize it's the phones. Where does this come from? So someone's just coming up from the side there. Ah, you think so, Kathy? Yeah. I think it's Sherburne. I'm trying to think. Gerrard or Dundas? Dundas and Sherburne. I guess so, because that's where Fillmore is. Yeah, it might be a little less. I think you're right. Stick on Gerrard. It's unfortunate. I guess I could cut up Cabbagetown to Wellesley and walk along Wellesley. Just kind of avoid lower parts of Sherburne. Well, y'all are gonna stick here with me, so if anything happens, you'll know. Yeah, no worries, Marie Palmer. I see you in lots of other people's channels, so I'm just happy to have you here. look at Regent Park, some of the low rises that still exist. I will say it does feel a lot safer to be around this part than it was probably 5-10 years ago or so. I was dating someone for a bit that lived in one of that building there. So I'd always walk home through here in the night or walk there. And I never really felt unsafe, so. It's a business or it's a house? Looks like business. But there's no store signs on it. It's such a nice night out. Like, my hands aren't cold at all. In fact, I didn't even need to wear this jacket that I have on. So we are at 42 likes. So thank you everyone who's hit like on this video. I'm still getting used to saying these things, so like. If you haven't, please subscribe. That'd be pretty awesome too. I'm trying to do these walks more regularly. You can see there's like a giant collection of cell phone tower boxes kind of on that building up ahead. It kind of looks like a crown on top of it, like right straight dead ahead there. Of course, every time I point at things, it goes out of focus. There we go. So this should be the area that my phone shouldn't have any drops. It says, in cities I generally only feel unsafe around nightlife areas. Late when the drunks are looking for easy targets to fight with. Yep, I agree. That's why I get very nervous when I was walking along Queen West or King West. It was Friday night? Queen West, yeah. Christmas says, let's see if Woody's Bar has any action. Not sure we'll be going to Woody's. Might be close, because if I do decide to cut up to Wellesley, then maybe we'll go by. I don't know. Feel Sunday night should be pretty dead though. It's not even that late yet. It's not even 7. It's crazy because in my head I feel like it's like 8 or 8:30. Just because of how dark it is. But in a month it's going to be this dark by 4 p.m. All right, Christine from We Go Places Tours, thanks for dropping by, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. Nice seeing you in the chat. What is going on here? Let's have a peek. A whole lot of nothing. Used to be a Goodwill. Maybe it still is? Can't really make it out. YSM Double Take Thrift Store. So it's still a thrift store, just under a different name. See these? I'm not sure if they're apartments or condos. They're going up pretty quick though. I feel like I was down here a few months ago and they only had a hole in the ground. Doggy. I'm not sure what this, I wonder what these photos are of, this community people. It's specific or something. Oh, there we go, now we can actually read about this. Shoot for peace. Yeah, it's a lot of people from Regent Park live in the area, I guess. There's a Judge Judy ad. Is she still on the air? I remember a few years ago when she finally put her hair in a ponytail. Oh, 17 away. Oh, wow. Yeah, thanks for letting me know that, Melanie. That's pretty cool. It'd be really cool to hit it tonight, but I'm not gonna hold my breath. Oh, samosas. I'll go for a samosa right now. Oh, another Blondie's Pizza. They're kind of everywhere, and I'm gonna be controversial on this one. Not my favorite. I think it was me and Sip had Blondie's, I think last month. It just was not that good. Rob Gray, welcome. This is Toronto. I think it says that in the live video name, but perhaps it auto-played onto this video, so one may never be sure. Wing machine. Coming into Cabbagetown. Saigon Pie. Over there next to it, string lights there, that's House on Parliament. Saigon Pie is looking pretty busy. Oh, House on Parliament's also quite busy. Looks like there's a bit of a wait to get in. Kind of surprising for a Sunday night. Dog. Can't help it, I have to always look at the dogs. Oh, there's two tiny ones coming up. That's how I get my serotonin these days.
That's neat.
There's quite a few people wearing shorts. We're gonna cross. This is Maya Bay. It's really, really good Thai food. Probably one of the top 5 in the city for Thai food. Salad Thai is another really good one over by Danforth and Greenwood. Johnny G's. I feel like Johnny G's restaurant always goes through a weird identity crisis. Because they have multiple names now. Something they called Cafe by the Chef. And then Johnny G's in the middle, and then Indian and Hakka. So there's always more of a diner, but they're expanding their menu. It's their faux place. Doesn't look like there's anyone in here though. I do love fall, but like something more that you'd want on a cold day. Some nice nice looking houses. So like apartments. There's Jet Fuel Coffee. I've heard good things about them. Don't think I've tried them myself yet. So there's some construction going on here. Chatty Cathy says it's expensive. I guess you're meaning Jet Fuel Coffee. They sell them like the grounds or the beans in various places, right? I feel like I've seen it that way too. It's like a... what kind of store is this? Steak and Chops. I guess it's a pet food store. Maybe, I'm not sure. No, it's a food store. Small town in the heart of the city. Sorry, I was giving you an upside down look at that. Hello, John O'Meara. Says, if we have a second summer until December, I'm all right with that. I agree. Not really a big fan of the cold weather myself. Wow, $4 for a coffee. Yeah, that's a little bit pricey. Well, I feel coffee prices are definitely coming up. Oh, what's going on here? They're lining up for ice cream, but I've never heard of there being a basement ice cream place there. Must be good. I'm actually starting to sweat wearing my jacket. Fortunately, I only brought my fanny pack satchel bag, so I'm gonna have to tough it out. This Butter Chicken Factory, I've heard many good things about this place, but I've not been to it yet. And I do love butter chicken. So I think we're coming up to Wellesley. Bestiary Pet Shop. Oh, spooky. I guess this one's supposed to be dressed like Chucky. Well, They could be cleaner. Rob was saying trying to clean streets. It's decently clean, yeah. Some parts, not all. Tender Trap. I've had them before. They're what I like to say greasy Chinese food, which is actually Western Chinese food. It's deep fried goodness.
Like after Friday, I actually went to the great day because I watched this. Some of my homies, they know this.
Sorry. Oh, hello, Shadow Rogue 75. Algorithm pointed me to your channel. Glad I found this. This is totally our family's jam. Keep up the great work. Thank you for joining. I appreciate that. Old Benjamin Moore ad. I guess I missed it. There's something cool down here, actually. So, I wonder if they have it. Maybe not. Somebody has said that this pizza says Pizza 1967, serving Cabbagetown since 1967. That yeah, this location has been here since the beginning of pizzas. I thought it was one of the first ones, but it might not be. I feel like we need Kurt in here. Kurt Affair to come join me in my tirade against how much I hate pizza, but a part of me likes it. It's kind of a love-hate relationship. So we're now walking westbound on Wellesley. Wow, these are all boarded up. They're kind of spooky looking, actually. I don't see any development sign around, so I don't know what's going on with these. Maybe there's one at the corner, but there's still electricity. There's lights on inside. I don't know if that makes it even more spookier. Ah, hello Kurt. Welcome. Yeah, I was just chatting about pizza. Hello, Sandy Sutherland. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're enjoying the walk. Yeah, I can't figure out. I don't think it's just the condemned old building. Rob is asking, is there Papa John's Pizza in Canada? There is. I think it is one of the better chain pizza places. John says those buildings scream renovate me. Yeah, it's really sad. They're actually really beautiful buildings, like beautiful townhouses. But it looks like they just went into disrepair. Nobody was taking care of them. Yeah, sad. Because they probably they're very similar to these ones, actually. I think it's the same. Like, I think these are the same style. But these have been taken care of. Yeah, they're the same style. Because look at the windows and the rooftops. And then when you look at these ones, you see it's the same. But for whatever reason, those ones just sort of fell into disrepair. Whereas these ones are really nice. It looks like they had brick restoration work done. And then these ones kind of look a little bit iffy. Actually, you can tell by the double doors on this one that actually you can kind of see here. Looks like this one's converted into a bunch of different apartments. Yeah, you can see the buzzers just right in there. Yeah. Oh, Modano, thanks for looking that up. That was the first ever pizza location. That is interesting. So I guess I need to trust my gut a little bit more these days. I just don't want to be spouting out false facts. Oh, this one has a really nice stained glass door. I don't think it's original though. So I really like the Wellesley Fresh, or the Wellesley Fruit Market that's over here. I'll give you a look at it. So it's a house. Let me get right in front of it. So it's a house which tells you that likely there were other houses all around that got demolished when they put up these apartment buildings, but I guess the owner of this house, very resilient. And I like this building so much because it's like a resistance piece. So I should probably do some artwork of it one day.
Wow.
But yeah. Oh, John, thank you for subscribing. Really appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out in the chat. I was looking at an apartment in this building earlier in the year. It's very tiny for a lot of money. I think they wanted $2,200. It was a bachelor. It was just tiny and dingy and no ensuite anything. Oh, hey Yoshi, so you're asking when might you be able to do a double live action with me? So the one that Nuit Blanche didn't last as long. Yeah, we need to figure that out someday. Hopefully we can get to that soon. My schedule's a little all over the place. The only thing I know I'm doing for sure is Halloween. Oh, the plant just went right in my mouth. I didn't even see it there. Oh, Mr. Jerk, oh, you're looking back at the restaurant. I was asking my friend the other day if, like, some of these names, if they're intentional with the naming. Like, There's one place that's popular, it's called the Jerk King. And if you put that together with one word... Yeah, Yoshi, no worries. We still have... November probably be a little bit more chill for me. Hello, Yahya, welcome. I think I caught a bit of your stream there earlier before I went out. I also was rewatching the stream you did with Sapand yesterday. I was watching that this morning. Really nice Domino's. When you order Domino's online, I don't know if it does this anymore, but they used to show you the stages of your pizza as it was being made. And I think one of them was quality check, checking for quality. And my best friend always used to make a joke. He's like, oh, they're probably licking the pizza to see if it tastes good. It's like they're just licking your pizza before they deliver. Oh, it just died. Now we're stuck behind slow walkers that blocking most of the sidewalk. Compelled to Red Rover, which is weird. Nobody seems to get that reference. Nobody played Red Rover when you were in school. Red Rover, we call X person over, and then they had to charge through, break your hand holding. There's the Verve condo. Heads Up 7-Up. I feel like I haven't heard of that one, Curtis. I guess it sounds like it could be like Duck Duck Goose. John says he played it with his grandson in the living room. Red Rover. Chatty Cathy also remembers Red Rover. I wonder if it's a sign we're just really old. That's my friend who's a teacher, and they said they don't really play some of these rougher games with children at schools anymore. Like they tend to stay away from anything that's sort of like full body contact. So no like charging into each other. Yeah, Duck Duck Goose is one I remember. It's kind of a weird thing because you always wanted to get picked, but then at the same time you didn't want to get picked. But you're always at an unfair advantage when you get picked. You are almost certainly going to lose just based on the time it takes for you to sit up. Yahya says I used my girl voice for the first part of my stream today. I didn't notice that. I'll have to check that out later. I think this is Jarvis Collegiate. I used to have friends that went to this school. Kurt says my normal voice is my girl voice. Yeah, same. Actually, when mine goes up a few octaves and I get excited. No, he's honking at. I like these doors. Oh, I forgot to point out the Keg Mansion, but it's kind of obscured now. My bad. So funny, I used to actually live in this building in 2009. My balcony was like, I think it was on the 8th floor or the 9th floor. I hated it there. Every time the neighbors would flush the toilet, because I guess there's a loose gasket, you could tell what they did in that toilet, because the whole apartment would suddenly smell like it. I like this sculpture. Oh, that's new. There's art over there. It's like a drag queen. Can't really tell. Oh, it is. I think it's Priyanka. Just over there. Yeah, Hero Burger is gross. Even the smell right now is making me feel like queasy. And there we go. So look at the village. Looks like there's quite a lot happening here for a Sunday night. I wasn't sure he was going to stop. I feel like I'm just noticing now that some of these pumpkins have lipstick and some of them don't. I didn't see another example, but I think... Oh, that's funny. They've used the same decoration for years, but I just noticed that. Yeah, Kurt, I have a good friend that does... she does drag brunches a few times. Fortunately, I'm a terrible friend and haven't been to any of her drag brunches. Although I did buy tickets to them once. She got sick, so she was replaced. But they are a lot of fun.
I like this.
I think I did it at the the Drake Hotel. It was the Drake. I get them confused. It's very loud though. Like, you don't go to drag brunch to converse with your friends. I did not know who you guys are talking about. I guess I missed it. Talking about some chick that was all over the place back there. Yeah, Sunnybrook. It's one of their orthopedic and arthritis center. Hello, Cynthia Ava. Welcome. Thanks for joining in. Yeah, Kurt, I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch that. Hello, Parso. It is gone for now. I may pick it back up one day, but I just wanted to take a break on that channel. Cynthia Ava, this is not necessarily a new channel, but pretty new to live streaming. I've only started doing this about a month ago. My walks were mostly pre-recorded, but I've been doing walks since, I think my first one was late 2021, but the pre-recorded stuff doesn't really get a lot of traction. Time is it? It is 7:30, so I have about another 10 to 15 minutes to kill. Oh, Cynthia, you're from New York. Wow, that's awesome. That woman gave me cut eye. She heard me speak very loudly and excitedly to the camera.
When you said that.
Thank you, Kurt. Thanks for the message. If I was crazy, I would follow those two camping. Because they know I'm behind them. Maybe I'm crazy, but I need to be better embracing my crazy. Loco space. There's a big VR, yeah, Sandbox VR. Right down here. Very windy here. It always kind of gets windy in between these tall buildings. I don't think anyone's actually playing VR right now. Thank you, Cynthia, and everyone else for, I don't know why I did a dismissive wave, I meant to wave hello, for subscribing and hitting that bell. Really appreciate that. I forgot the name of this park, but it's relatively new. Oh yeah, U of T is just literally on the side. I feel like I've already walked through there a bunch before. In fact, I might actually find a spot to sit down, chat with everyone a little bit before I sign off. To meet a friend soon. I'm gonna put me out of my comfort zone and try something new that I've been wanting to try for a while. No, it's not drugs. I'm way too scared to try those things. Oh, these are like herons. Like what Christine, what we saw earlier when we were crossing the bridge. And this looks like an entrance to the underground parking garage. There's an off-leash dog park around here, but it was closed for a while. I think it's open now. Hello, Stephen Edwards. Because it feels like a sci-fi park. Yeah, it's a relatively new park, so it's joining these condos up. I believe the city made them create this park. It's an agreement when they started to develop the land. This condo I'm particularly annoyed by on a personal note because I used to live right up Yonge Street. You can't see the building. But this condo blocked my view of the CN Tower, and I had such a nice unobstructed view for slightly over a decade. And then this went up and literally right in front of it, completely gone. I was heartbroken. Are really spooky at night. It's spooky, there's actually a child in there. Oof. Cynthia Ava says, I like this park though. Good for coffee and sit and stare moments. I agree. It's kind of cute for that. It's a cute park. Chatty Cathy says, too many buildings ruining the skyline. Yeah, it's depressing. It's a little, I was sad but happy to move out of that condo. Definitely more sad than happy, but I mean, at least I was like, well, my view is garbage now, so. Stephen Edwards, many years ago I had a view of fireworks at Canada's Wonderland. That would have been kind of cool to see. I've only actually seen the fireworks in Wonderland when I was like a child. I was like 5 or 6. Vaguely remember it. Usually so exhausted by the time the sun sets at Wonderland that I've never stayed for the fireworks since. I've actually been to Wonderland since 2017, 2016. It's been a while. Zemek says Monday tomorrow. Sad face. Yeah, I know. I'm dreading Monday, dreading Tuesday, a little bit more than Monday. It's quite windy. Oh, there's the name of the park. I can't see it with my own eyes. It's too dark. Let me see if I can see it on my screen. Lillian McGregor Park. There we go. It's a dog. Sal Smith says, nice Danforth Tech thumbnail. Good eye. Very good eye. Yeah, I did start the live stream in front of Danforth Tech. Usually start most of my videos or lives around there because it's pretty quiet. You kind of find a spot to set my things up. Like a real rat, or do you just mean the dog? Please don't tell me there was an actual rat running around. No rats. Very cute fluffy Pomeranian though. Zemek, it could be a rat or mouse. The park I used to live by, because it was above the TTC station, I'd always see rats scurrying around there at night. So you guys all saw the rat. Not me. I'm glad I didn't see it. You get some high-pitched octaves coming out of my mouth. Oh yeah, there's rats everywhere. It's a part of life. Oddly, I had 2 pet rats when I was a kid. They were like white hooded rats, but I couldn't keep them for long because I found out I was allergic to rats. So they were very social. They'd always wanted to be held and whatnot and would greet me when I come in. But if I touched them or they went on me, I would just break out into like a really bad hive rash. So unfortunately, I had to give them away. Oh, there, yep. Saw it. There it went. Hello, Dave Averino. Welcome. Steady Eddie. Yeah, my gimbal is working tonight. It's a steady Eddie. I have not tripped over my feet yet. Well, I saw that rat. Yeah, rats are a fact of life in the big cities. Like, see, there's just like garbage there. They have access to that. They're living their best life. Hello, John123. Welcome. Yeah, unfortunately, we're probably going to be ending it soon. I have to be somewhere in about 15 minutes, so I'll probably end it in another couple of minutes. But currently just hanging out, chatting. Dave says, Eddie, be careful, the rat will follow you home. I already have a little rat at home. Her name's Coda. In fact, the video that I'm putting up tomorrow on the channel, you'll see Coda. It's my dog. Yeah, I'm gonna backtrack to the village, meeting a friend. Gonna push my boundaries a little bit. Oh. Hey, puppy. Hey. Oh, it ran away. I came around the other side. It's cute. Let's see if another rat comes out. What's a dog's though? Oh no, that's the same Pomeranian from earlier. South Smith says, I thought we were talking about little dogs too. Hello, rat. My dog. My sister's always called her since I had her as a puppy. She's my little rat dog. It's so cute. Chihuahua's more of a rat. Oh, my dog's part Chihuahua. She's... I like Chihuahuas, so I don't really say bad things about them. I met this person on a dating app and they told me they had 4 chihuahuas. And even for me, I was like, that's probably 3 too many. I get the love though. Hello, Randy Ruck. Sorry if y'all are just tuning in now. We're just winding down. Before I call it a stream. It's been almost 3 hours. Well, thanks, Parso. All I can say is it might be back someday. There's a rat right there. But for now, I've removed it from my hands for a few reasons. Let's go. I hope it doesn't come down here. Oh, there's a dog coming. It's gonna scurry away. Oh, it's gone. Oh, no, it's back. Oh, it's gone. Kathy says, Chihuahuas are usually very snappy or very nervous, but I met one the other day who was such a sweetheart, not afraid, social. Yeah, my dog might be more mini pincher than Chihuahua. I thought she was a Chihuahua. I think she's just well socialized with humans because I always used to have a lot of people over. So when she meets people, she just she wants their attention. Like she wants to be in their lap. Like even new people she hasn't met. I think I'm lucky with that because I think if I had like a very possessive dog or a very nervous, bitey dog, I'm not sure how I deal with that. Oh, there's that pug from earlier. Isn't that so cute? This is a good park to just like sit and dog and people and rat watch. Relatively quiet, considering Yonge Street is literally right there. Oh, that's cute, Chatty Cathy. So I guess it's the same name as my dog, Coda. Maybe we just pick good names. No more rats. And no more dogs. Well, there's a dog over there. I think. Yeah, it's a dog. But yeah, 7:52. Okay, folks. I think it's time to call this a stream. So almost 3 hours. Wow, 2 hours and 44 minutes. Jeez, long walk. Much longer than I thought today. And then there's another rat. But yeah, thanks everyone. Thanks everyone for joining. Thanks to the mods for helping some of the trolls that came in. And thanks to all the new subscribers. Thanks everyone for the likes. Let's see how many likes we got. It's gonna show me 58. Wow, thank you. It's really awesome. Thank you. But yeah, thanks so much. And I'll have a video tomorrow going live talking about the short film that's premiering that Sip worked on, and my plans for the Halloween stream and all that good stuff, and you'll get to see my dog. So yeah, thanks everyone. Thanks for joining. Sorry if you're just joining now and I'm ending it, but stick around, subscribe, hit the bell. You'll see when I'm live again next. So thanks everyone. Take care. Boop.